kitchen. I got downs and skinny beer. Ice FC presents its professional 77-kilogram wall-away contest, 3 5-minute rounds. We are live on Unilad, the Manx. And now, fighting out of the blue corner and fighting out a way of Impact MMA, Wrexham, Tomaz Wojtyna. And now, fighting out of the red corner and fighting out of MMA Academy, Liverpool, Mark Glover. Your referee is the legend, Jay Furnace. Showtime.
Well, we are about to get underway with a welterweight contest here at Ice FC presents Fight Festival. My pick for fight of the night, Mark Glover in the black shorts taking on Tomaz Wojtyna in the black, white and red. Brad Wharton and Steve Cook-Abbott privileged to call the action from cage side. And Steve, one story I always hear about Mark Glover is that he is one of the toughest guys, one of the hardest working guys in the gym. And when that bell rings to change your sparring partner, when you're looking up and it's Mark Glover in front of you, you know you're going to have a bad time. Equally, Tomaz Wojtyna making a name for himself on the domestic circuit over the past couple of years since turning pro.
It's going to be a really interesting fight. We've got Tomaz Wojtyna with only 2 pro fight experience. He's getting in there. Mark Glover, 10 pro fight experience. Wojtyna 3-1 now. I stand corrected. Thank you, Brett.
Said the man in the orthopedic shoes.
Amen. But what Wojtyna brings in is power. I mean, he stops people that he fights. And as we look straight away, 2 very different builds for the welterweight in here. We've got the stockier, shorter Tomaz Wojtyna and the rangier Mark Glover.
Yeah, believe it or not, Glover used to compete as a lightweight. You know, he took a break from MMA for a couple of years, I believe. Once competed on the Ultimate Fighter a few years back.
Tough 15, I think it was.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen him fight on big shows like Cage Warriors. He's come back from another break from action and went and fought internationally, went 3 rounds over in, I want to say Russia or, certainly not a guy interested in taking easy fights in his own backyard. And the Scouser has come to Manchester tonight. Oh, nice shot there with the right hand from Wojtyna, disguised it really well to hook over the guard of Glover.
And again, we're only 90 seconds in, and the lead leg of Glover is already starting to wear the bruising from those low kicks from Tomaz Wojtyna. Again, goes back to this, and he's throwing it to the same spot every time.
Double jab to the body there from Tomaz.
Again, he's not allowing Glover to fight at Glover's range or length. It's Tomaz setting the pace of the striking here.
Yeah, when I have seen Glover pick up defeats, it's exactly as you say, Steve. It's always been when someone else has been allowed to set the pace. He fought Lou Long in Cage Warriors a few years back, and Lou really surprised everyone, coming out with a very aggressive, forward-moving kickboxing game, and I think it really threw Mark off. Didn't really let him settle in, and that's what Tomaz is clearly trying to do here. What he doesn't want to do is take a break and let Glover settle into his rhythm, because when he gets that rhythm going, he's a very, very dangerous fighter.
We just saw it there with that first exchange. As soon as Wojtyna gave him even a half a second, there was a nice combination thrown and landed by Glover.
There really is some sting on the shot here. We talk about who the stockier and more powerful looking man is. Make no mistake about it, Glover hits hard. And he's got great ground and pound too.
Absolutely. Right now, though, it is still Tomaz Wojtyna fighting out of the blue corner that is setting the pace of this fight at the moment. Glover, though, eats that kick, puts the little block up, and his expression didn't change. There's not much that he's not going to have seen in there, is there, Brad?
No, he's a long-time pro. Nothing's going to surprise him in there. A fight's a fight to this guy. So expect him to, you know, retain that composure throughout, and when needs be, unleash with a 4-5 strike combination like that.
Yeah, and you maybe just get the sense that, no, I was going to say, get the sense that he's starting to grow into the fight a little bit, starting to take away the pace that Tomaz is setting.
Yeah, we often see fighters, Steve, who, you know, they take the first round off, or, you know, they need to get their bell rung before they get into the contest. Oh, that was a big shot. Caught Glover right on the eye then. He just had to reset and recompose himself there.
I mean, he does take these shots well, though. He doesn't register. He doesn't give anything away to his opponent. Nice combination of shots there.
You know, Glover's good at rolling with the punches as well. You know, he'll move his head, move his shoulders, move his hips in a certain way that can deflect the blow and lessen the impact.
Well, 30 seconds or so left in our first round here. And I don't want to say cagey's not right, but they're taking they're looking to pick their shots.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, what Glover's trying to do here, I believe, oh, nice kick around the back of the head from Glover. What he's trying to do here is bait Tomaz in. He wants him to come forward. He wants him to make a mistake and then land something on the counter or unleash a combination on the counter. Interesting first round there. I've got to believe it's going to go to the man from Wrexham, Tomaz Wojtyna, in the first instance, but very much anyone's fight still.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That would be a close 10-9, but a 10-9 nonetheless. And do you expect second verse, same as the first from Wojtyna? Try and set the pace. Don't let Glover set and start to set a tempo.
Absolutely, but what he's going to be very careful for, Steve, is that especially not just the counter strikes, but the counter takedowns from Glover as this fight wears on. You know, he's hardly you know, going to be smashing out the power doubles for fun, but he's got a good takedown on him, and he's got very, very accurate, hard ground and pound.
So far, neither fighter has seen all that willing or eager to engage in a ground battle, so we'll see if that pattern changes in this second round.
You know, it's all well and good being, you know, being the guy who goes second and fighting in the back cut, trying to bait your opponent into something, but if that opportunity never comes, well, all of a sudden you're 2-3 rounds down the scorecards. Referee Jay Furness getting this, the second of 3 5-minute rounds underway, welterweight contest here at Fight Festival.
And Tomaz Wojtyna's first professional win was a 8-second KO. So straight away we see he's got a little more in the gas tank than just 8 seconds.
Yeah, he's had some interesting results. You know, he had that a quick KO finish. You know, there's a win by DQ on his record as well, I believe. You know, that's a bit of an interesting situation with Ant Davis back in last year before, I think. We probably called that one, Steve.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, that one landed.
Great head movement, though, from Glover.
Only one of those really got through, I think. But again, it's Tomaz Wojtyna walking, taking the space away, putting Glover's back to the cage more often than not at the moment. And all the lateral movement in the world, unless he starts to come forward with something, he's going to get backed up into that cage.
Nice right hand there as the crowd getting behind Glover. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, Steve, because I may well be, but I believe this fight snuck onto the fight card quite late in the day, so I'm not sure how much time either of these guys have had to prepare. If one of them was on the card already just waiting for an opponent. No, you know, we know Glover's happy to step in at short notice.
Well, I'm not sure either, but I got to tell you, I'm pretty glad that they did. I mean, he's invested a lot in the body as well over the first sort of 6-7 minutes of this fight.
Yeah, that's a 4-shot combination to the body. Not every day you see that in MMA.
But you know, that's making a deposit for the future, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, and if it is a situation where Glover has taken this on just a couple of weeks' notice, well, yeah, you better believe that body snatching is the way to go.
Absolutely. And again, we're just seeing that Tomaz is controlling where this fight takes place at the moment.
Yeah, Glover clearly the faster man in there. Wojtyna the more powerful of the two.
You know, I don't want to sound like I'm being critical, but he needs to do more of that and less of the back pedal.
Hey, slow right down, now pick it up.
Well, we'll see if this was a rehearsed, you know, whether Glover's going to raise the pace up through the next few minutes.
Well, he'll have to. It won't be a question of is he going to do it. He's going to have to do it at some stage.
Watching to the body again.
Yeah, he looks like a man with a plan. He looks pretty calm. He's not looking, you know, in any way flustered by anything that Tomaz is throwing at him. But, you know, we're less than 2 minutes left in the second round. He's going to have to start thinking about taking the initiative here as Glover.
Yeah. If nothing else, setting the pace of the fight. Because right now the tone, step by watching, it's him walking down Glover, Glover retreating.
Come on, get these two guys, guys, fight Liverpool, Wrexham, come on.
Glover from Liverpool, but it seems like the majority of crowd support here is for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, as you said, Steve, you know, he's been around the game a long time, a popular fighter. Never in a boring fight, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Oh, no, knee up the middle there. Maybe he was waiting for them. They're swinging. Hand again.
Big hooks from Tomaz there.
And the Wrexham Impact team there, very happy with that flurry. I mean, he just keeps backing him up.
You know, it's not a good look on, you know, in terms of what the judges are seeing here. You know, yeah, he's turning away from these punches.
That one got
right
through.
It's over.
Tomaz Wojtyna with a huge win.
And Mark Glover remonstrating with referee Jay Furness there. He felt he was okay to continue, but he took a big right hand. You know, Steve, there were a number of occasions there where Tomaz fired off that right hand. Mark took it as he turned away, so he's rolling with the punch, and he was throwing himself at the corner pads almost. And you know, it takes the impact off the punch. He's throwing himself out of the way. He rolled the dice with it a few times, and then he went down.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When you drop like that, he didn't drop like he threw himself down. He dropped like his legs were chopped out. Yeah, I'm not gonna fault him. No, that's a good stoppage, I think. Although, I could have gone with the third.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Into round number 2. Your winner by TKO in the blue corner from Wrexham, Tomaz Wojtyna. I'll give it up for Mark Glover for your winner, Tomaz. Well done, guys. Great fight. Coming up very soon, Oasis Experience coming live